Welcome to Sweeping Up Spirits Tarot, and this is going to be an advice night. So, if you have any questions or if you just want to tune in, then here we go. All right. Let's see what advice is coming in for people who are tuning in. Okay, so someone wanted to spend their money a certain way, and you may have some issues come in. Um, you're still going to have your lump sum or whatever you planned for, if you were saving or if you're blessed. All of a sudden, this could just represent it, that you're going to be blessed with this sum here. So, whatever else didn't pan out, just understand and know that something else is going to be panning out. Okay. Um, you do have some other funds that you're going to be able to work with. So if one investment kind of stagnates, the other one is not. And that's just so that you can rest more easily. The universe is letting you know what's going on with that. There's also a change coming in that is related to someone's destiny. Let's see what other information I can glean with that. What is this about? It has something to do with completing something. Someone set out to do something right away. What I'm getting is there's someone was flirting with you before um, you were watching like another couple who didn't know each other, and then they met after you met someone else, and you guys were flirting and whatnot. And this couple actually ended up spending more time together, getting together. Now they're married. They have like, I'm getting like one, two, maybe they have one now, one on the way, or they already have two kids and they're already married. And you never even completed, this relationship that the both of you were um, penetrating together. The both of you were coming together, you know, so much potential. And this other couple has surpassed you guys. And you want to know why this is something that was within your fate. You just want to understand it. And what I'm getting is that there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to understand it tonight. And what's coming in is, yes, you are still going to have this celebration coming in. You are still going to have this is like a party atmosphere, but it's deeper than that. This could very well be marriage. Definitely is something that you're going to be happy about. So if you didn't end up getting with this person and it doesn't happen, you're actually going to end up celebrating over it because you're going to be with someone else who you're going to even enjoy and click with better. Um, this also could represent that something about you guys is going to come full circle, but not in the way that you expected. And I am getting that this disappointment is weighing heavily on you, but not so much as disappointment as you just didn't get to complete something that you guys wanted to do together. Maybe you were open to, if it didn't work out, fine. You weren't trying to have a lot of expectations or what have you. But anyway, you are going to end up celebrating something. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the relationship that is coming up with you, because this other one that you just knew deep down in your heart could take off did not. So this is a point in time where things are going to be getting better. So, with whoever else you're interested in, or whoever else you wind up being interested in, this is like coming through some choppy waters here. So you are going to be able to move beyond that wave of love that you felt for someone else. And I feel like you knew that deep down inside, and you just wanted to be open to it. And there's nothing wrong with being open to it, because I feel like this person is someone who would rather see you feeling guilty about it when they were not taking the initiative. Okay? So, this is something that perhaps they had to experience so that they could see their own behavior under a microscope. At some point, they are going to look at themselves and they are going to want to do better when they're interested in someone again. It just didn't pan out this time. Again, why did the universe have you in this type of position? Well, you are headed towards a direction that you want to go. And there was some conflict, yes, but you are still headed there. Yeah, it's like your reindeer is pulling you there with the chariot. So, despite any conflict, despite anything that was a bit negative, you're still headed in that direction. And as far as this person not comprehending that, you know, all this time is making a difference to you, it is affecting how you are viewing the potential relationship that you guys have now. Um, it looks like there is some sort of, this is hostility here, that, this is either coming in around this person, or this person is going to wind up feeling this way. Um, Hostile because of how things are going, because you're seeing that, or you're feeling like they've been playing with you. And so now they're hostile. Why? Why this hostility? I just want to help you to comprehend it. Okay, so it's showing that something justice related has blocked um, the progress of what's going on with you guys. But I feel like you feel like it didn't have to. But this person is feeling like it was a given that it was going to happen. So why are you guys feeling differently about it? Why is this person feeling like they had to let this block be there, and you'd rather walk away from this blockage because you feel like it's everlasting, it's ongoing, and it's also allowing you to be more susceptible to just being around people due to some sort of lonely feelings there. So this is just not something that you guys are going to agree on. Let's see why this was happening in this person's life. Why were they put in a position to where justice blocked what they had going on? Okay, so they had some emotions they needed to work through anyway. They had something to where emotional upheaval was going to come up, and it was going to be an issue. Some other thing, highly emotional, was going to be um, an issue with them. And so this is going to help them to work through that emotionality right there. So, like, this is a good thing for them. So, you know, it's what's best for their soul as they recuperate from their emotional upheaval. Okay. So that's what's going on with someone. And another message is coming up. And this is for someone who you've been hanging on. There's been a struggle, but you've been determined to see things through. You're very resilient. And you have some concern. And let's see what's going on with this thing that you're concerned about. Okay, so you can use your power that you have. You can take it there. Something is very, very urgent, very important to you. And it looks like you're headed towards doing that, towards using every bit of knowledge that you have to see that something goes a certain way, because there's a lot of conflict with what you have going on. Let's see what this conflict entails specifically. What's something that is bitter about this conflict? It's coming in as, okay, you feeling like you want to lead people in the correct direction. And you may be a little conflicted about what direction is actually the right way for this specific setting that you're in. So let's see what the advice is. Or yeah, let's check and see what the advice is. And then we can get more details if we need to here. Okay, so this has something to do with maybe refraining from spending in some way. So this could have a lot to do with budgeting, budget cuts, or whether or not to lend or something like that. And what is the main issue here? Besides the fact that it has something to do with finances. So this looks like it has something to do with someone being a little belligerent. They may kind of like be drunken or out of their minds as far as what they want to do with something, something that they need money for, or for some, this could be some adventure or something to where they don't actually have a lot of experience. So they may be trying to spend a little bit less frugally. And the advice is, yes, you can still be in partnership with them, but they have to be able to listen. Because you both could be inexperienced, or this person could be a bit more inexperienced. And they just have to understand that, where you're coming from, basically. Yeah, this is a team process, and you guys are trying to help one another out. So this person can't like just go off on a spending spree, just them, or feeling like they know all of the correct renovations that need to be made. This is something that's going to require some group effort and maybe a little bit more research than maybe they're thinking. And then fate is also going to have a lot to do with things. There may even need to be some changes that occur as far as in the hierarchy of a company, from what I'm seeing here. And if it's not something that you guys generate, something that you guys do, is probably gonna happen as a result of something having to do with fate, because there is some change that's going to be coming in if this person doesn't look at something more soberly. And it could not be, just drunk. It could be drunkenness, or it just could be that their inexperience is making them seem like they're making choices that a person who is totally out of their senses or not in their right frame of mind is making. There is someone who is feeling stifled too. You feel like someone is going all out of their way to what does it have to do with to affect what you're doing, or why am I getting superlative? I'm getting okay. So this is someone who feels confident that they can, keep another person from doing what they want to do, and what's going to happen with that is coming in as this person is going to manifest something irregardless. So if you're keeping a close watch on this person, if someone is keeping a close eye on you, and it's looking like you're going to stay in this stifled position, worry not. Don't worry about that, because you're still manifesting something. So how are they going to feel about you manifesting something that they're trying to shut down? Well, they do feel like they saw it coming deep down. That's why they were trying so hard to stifle, to cut something out, to prevent something, because there is someone who they have talked to who was a bit intuitive or psychic, or they perhaps just felt it deep within their heart here, that this was going to happen. So they were just trying to shut things down, hang up some ropes, and keep you in this stifled state, but you're still manifesting. And they're eventually going to let that sink in. And this relationship here is going to be at its most difficult, whatever relationship it is you have with this person, whether it's business or personal. And it's going to be the most challenging time for this just back and forth exchange of ideas, or when you guys run into one another, and when you guys communicate, things are not going to be on the up and up here. It's going to be the most challenging time of a relationship with this person that you have had. And it's going to put you in a position of, not feeling as stifled anymore. This is coming in as things need to be shaken up. And you are being called to work on something and master something, and to just draw your attention away from this other person who wasn't ready for you to manifest, because your time to manifest is on its way. It's really upon you, and you're not going to feel stifled much longer. See, that stifled feeling is something that you've been wanting to figure out a way to, reduce it. You wanted a reduction in it. And this is something like, I feel like with it coming in here twice, you've had to go through this with more than one person trying to stifle you. And it has been very disappointing. Extremely so. Let's see what the advice is as everything gets shaken up here. Okay, just be blunt. Just let the person know, this might be cool, but this other stuff, I'm not having it. Miss me with that. It's not about trying to, if you give them an inch, they are going to take a mile, and that's what's coming in here. That's why, even if they look at you as vicious for being point blank, you have to let them know that you're not going to be held back. You're not maybe seeing things the same way that they are, and you just have to be blunt. That is the advice. Also, someone is going to have some prosperity coming through with an idea that you have had. This is something on the back burner or something that you would like to have on the back burner. And you're wondering, how things are going to go. And you are protecting your heart. Maybe you're saying, okay, people are not going to receive this idea well. So maybe you've been slacking on coming out with it in some areas, or you've, been holding back with trying to, allow other people to, be in the position to say, what they think about your idea. However, this is an idea that can bring you prosperity. Now, temperance is coming in. So, yeah, you may not want to blurt it all out at one time. You may have to feed this idea over to someone with a long spoon, because it's going to be a lot for them to ingest from what's coming in here. So symbolically, this is a lot for them to really grasp a hold of for some reason. However, it's still going to be something that is prosperous. So it's not something that you're going to want to sit on. That's the advice here. So someone is really doing something innocently. This could be a bystander with something someone else has going on. And you may be thinking that this person is, I don't know, kind of like spying or, sneaky, but this person is coming in as an innocent person. This person is not trying to cause any type of issues. Let's see what this is about. What does someone feel like this person is trying to do or not do? Okay. So this has something to do with travel or completion. So someone is saying you could have completed something if you wanted to. I don't know if it was a report at work or if it was someone who is not making moves as far as in a relationship. Again, that theme is coming up. However, what's going on with this person is that they do want to, open up. They are friendly. They may be a little bit shy, and it may seem like they're up to something that, one thing when they're up to something else. Let's see what it seems like they're up to. Okay, so it seems like this person is plotting in some way. Let's see why this person has this idea that this other person is plotting something. Why is someone thinking that someone has some sort of intentions? Okay, so there was kind of like a squabble, some fighting going on, some disagreement, and that is what's see, it's the energy of people not getting along, making people think that this other person wants to do things a certain way when that's not really what they're on. Okay, so let's see what is really going on with this person here. Okay, so this person wants to make sure they're on the right team. They want to work in an effort that's helpful as opposed to being contrary or contradictory. So this is about comprehending that, knowing that things are cool because this person is not coming in as shady. So what can this person do? If you're the person who people are feeling suspect about, your advice is to just go with what you're doing, because there's a wish that you have that's going to be coming true. And for the people who are feeling this way about you, let's see what their advice is. So their advice is just to not mince their words. Just go ahead and be upfront and say, I thought this meant this, or, what I mean, what about this part of the contract, or what about when I saw this person coming from your direction? Why, was it like this? Because if you ask this person in a way that's not going to make them feel defensive, they're probably going to open up. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so there is someone who feels like it's fate that they met someone, and they're wondering if the other person feels the same way, or fate that they will meet this person. And they're wondering if this person, they feel like this person knows who they are. They want to know if they feel like fate is going to bring them together, or if they're just feeling this way themselves, by themselves. All right, so this is showing that this other person feels like, yes, they could come together. However, they're thinking that however they're trying to come together with them is a bad plan, or however they're going to end up coming together, they're thinking that it's a bad plan. They're thinking that the path is, it's not that you guys are not headed towards this same heartfelt destination. It's just they feel like the path is all wrong. Let's see why they're feeling this way and what this path is. Okay, so why does this person feel that this is the wrong way? Okay, so this person is very fascinated about everything going on. So they're fascinated with the dating scene, and they probably have been dating this person and that person. Um, and so, they're just doing lots of different things, you know, and that fascination is coming through in their energy. And for some reason, this person is thinking that that's not good for them to be this enthralled, this fascinated, and doing um, this, however they're doing this thing that they're so fascinated about. Let's see if I can get some clarity on why fascination is annoying to this person, or this person feels like it's bad energy or derogatory energy. Okay, so they feel like this is not wise. Maybe this person is being very open, very suggestive, and they're feeling like this person could be more compassionate to others. Maybe other people are coming towards this person and they're fascinated, and yet maybe they're feeling like you shouldn't give these people like any type of, it's not, I feel like you're not giving them hope. It's not that you're giving them hope, but it's just something about compassion or wisdom that makes this person think that you're walking down this pathway in a way that maybe they wouldn't. Let's see what's giving them this idea and what exactly is going on. Why don't they think there's wisdom or compassion? Okay, because they feel like you are attracted to them. Okay, which you are. So let's see what else is coming in. So they know you're attracted. They feel that in their gut. But I guess they're feeling like you're not walking away from the lifestyle, this lifestyle of whatever it is. That's how you're not showing them that you're on the pathway to this ticket towards being with the person who you're attracted to, because you're floundering. I'm getting the word floundering. You're not walking away from maybe other people telling you to do things this or that way, or other people telling you, don't do it, or other people telling you, coercing you in some way, suggestively to, date other people or not do this or that. Okay, and let's see specifically what's going on. Get a closer look at what's going on. Because if they know you're attracted, what is this topic that's tripping them out here? And there's defensiveness there. So either other people are defensive and they don't like this energy, or they feel like they have to be defensive because of the path is stressful. It's something about yin and yang coming up. Let me see if I can get more clarity on why they think this is a bad plan. They know you're attracted, but they feel like the plan is broken or messed up. Ooh. So they feel like maybe you need to want to protect your reputation or protect yourself more. This is like really strange to get this in here, because it's like they're knowing that you want to do kind of like a detective type of work. You want to like figure some stuff out or whatever. And for some reason, they're still thinking this is a bad plan. Maybe they're feeling like you're trying to find out about them instead of them volunteering that information. Maybe they're feeling like that's a bad path. Or they're feeling like there's some incoming news that you're going to get that's going to make you feel a little bit disgruntled, because this is about some news that's late and coming in. Maybe they're having some news about you that's late and coming in. So if there's been gossip and it's, a bit untrue or just unfair, that this clarity isn't coming in exactly smoothly for them just yet. So that's what's making them feel like, this is a bad plan. So anyway, I feel like they don't really want you to try to figure stuff out about them. So when were they planning on sharing more of themselves with you? When or how? And this is coming in as them showing recognition for whatever it is you're doing. So they were going to step out there, and they're still possibly planning to come through and just show recognition and compliment you. So I feel like they want to be the one to compliment you, and you not, feel the need to make a move before this other news comes in. So what is this other news that's incoming? Is it about someone's behavior, or is it about something having to do with career or what have you? So whew, this is about someone showing off. So maybe they are planning to show off. They want to take the lead here. Or they want you to, take a hold of your power, which is latent, and make a move and not, not stop yourself. So let me see if I can get any additional clarity on how they feel like you'd be making the right move. over the wrong move. Okay, so they don't want you to have any regrets. So maybe you're going to be finding out something about what was going on with them, and it may not be all of the information up front or right away. But they are going to be bettering themselves either way. And this is a success story going on with you or them. So they want you to continue to be successful, or they want to just see you come up and be as successful as you can, and then they want to compliment you. And they don't want to walk into your life when you have a lot of negativity that is just coming at you, and they feel that you have this shield. They want you to be able to just forgive and not be bitter, because they feel like it's going to affect the relationship that you guys can have. So this is about forgiveness coming in here and having an open heart and being loving. So how do you feel about this? Yeah, there's hope that you're going to be all that they're imagining, all that they're hoping for. So what is it going to take for them to realize this? And again, this is coming in. So let's get some clarity on this news that they feel like okay, so they feel some kind of way about this incoming news. They know it's delayed, and they just want to be moderate in their actions because of this news that's coming in. How are they thinking it's going to affect you? So this is something they feel like deep down inside. So why is it delayed news in the first place here? Okay, so someone feels defensive, and someone else knows that they're bringing all of these issues up because this other person is defensive and they're gossiping. So they're just concerned maybe that you're going to figure out or find out that they're not being upfront about this other person saying something, but they feel like deep down it's kind of obvious, or you're going to figure it out, or you already know, and they just haven't been in the mindset to break it down for you. But they do have another way, a creative way of fostering these positive feelings of attraction and letting them come out. very, very creative. I feel like this is family oriented and, very family friendly. These are vibes of something that's going to last here. Just a hint about what that is this proper foundation here. So they kind of don't want it to be someone, doing too much on one end. This is two people coming together and things being solid from the ground up. Not one person saying, you didn't tell me this, I had to find out on my own type of deal. And there is energy here that's unwavering, that is going to allow you guys to build within this solid framework. How does this person feel like the foundation could be stronger? So they want a total end to all of the tragedy that is coming through with other vibrations from other people. They want to know that that is something that is a thing in the past, that is fine. But what if these people want to continue being the way they are? Okay, so something is going to be completed, or there is going to be some travel that occurs. That is going to lend itself to someone viewing things in a different way. So they may not always think this is like a bad way of starting a relationship, or letting you know that they're interested, or vice versa, however it's going on. So this is going to be about looking at things in a new way. So really, things, you just have to let them play out. That's the advice coming in with temperance there. So not trying to, be on romantic overload there, because they already know that there's mutual attraction. And now it's just about nurturing that attraction along in a way that doesn't feel forced, or doesn't feel like people are trying to come against it at every turn, or it doesn't feel like you guys have to be defensive at all, because this is going to happen. This is like a genie in a bottle, mesmerizing type of energy that is taking hold in what you guys have going on. And yes, there are other obligations that you guys have to tend to. So that until there's a comfortable break there, they probably still are going to think that it's, just not so good of a path. But they do lie awake about it. They do wonder about it when they're trying to rest their mind. But they still have a fantasy that they're going to be able to, stay or keep that appealing energy going that you have for them. This is all about fantasy for them. They don't want extra stress because they already have this obligation or these other obligations going on. And they want to look at this more as an adventure, and they're not really sure what to do because they haven't really felt this strongly about anyone before. So they're a novice to these feelings. They're a novice to these issues that, the two of you are facing, even though there's this mutual attraction. What are issues that are coming up? Any additional issues? Okay, someone doesn't want to walk away, and someone is trying to master something. So they're trying to work on whatever it is they're doing. One of you is trying to work on what you have going on. The other one has someone who doesn't want to walk away. So they're kind of pulled away by this desire to get better at whatever else they are doing. However, they still have this attraction. But for some reason, it's taking all of their energy just to do what it is they're trying to do, to uphold this responsibility that they have that is work related. But still, they have a lot of friendliness. They have some really good feelings towards you, along with this attraction. But it's just what they have going on is taking up all of their energy and all of their time. And with the travel coming in, you guys are separated. Feeling like you're miles apart. There's hope there, though. And that's the main thing coming through. There is a great deal of hope coming in with the star. And that counts for something. It counts for a lot. So keep that in mind. Mwah.